there, it's Becky Williamson with lifeSport Fitness, and this is video number 1 in my mobility series for my Fit Over 40 video series. Today we're going to be talking about upper body mobility. Mobility is the ability to move, to be able to be somewhat flexible and somewhat agile as we get older. We can feel a little bit stiffer as we get older. So what I have for you today is some standing and some ground-based exercises to get your body to move more freely. The first few are very simple. All you need is a wall and a dowel or a broomstick. So here we go. First thing is you'll back up to your wall and you're going to put your arms up, almost like I'm saying stick them up. You're going to put your arms, back of the hands on the wall. You're going to get your feet about 6 inches away from the wall. So now we've got head, shoulders, and hips on the wall, and all I want you to do is bring those elbows down towards your rib cage. We're going to do, for brevity here, I'm going to just give you a few repetitions of every exercise. You'll be doing 10 to 20. Depending on how much time you have. So that is your wall slide. I want you to think about the shoulder blades moving from a more upward position to a downward and more inward position. Wall slide. Next up, excuse me, I have to turn my back to you, but what we're going to do before I turn my back is we're going to take one arm up the wall, then the other arm up the wall, and then I'm going to rotate, and you'll be able to see me at that point. So I'm going to start here. I'm about 8 to 10 inches away from my wall. I'm going to slide an arm up, and come back down, up as far as I can, come back down. Then I'm going to rotate, there I am, and I'm going to rotate. Sometimes this gets really stiff when we get older. Let's try that again. It's a reach, a rotate, and a rotate. So I just call that reach and rotate because that's exactly what it is. Next up, you'll need a broomstick, or a little piece. This is a little piece of PVC pipe. We use this in our workouts here at lifeSport Fitness just to get the shoulders, I call it getting the shoulders juiced up and ready for exercise. We have our customers here do 5 of every exercise, but again, in the sake of brevity, we're just gonna do a couple each time for each exercise. We're gonna take the hands, arms down at the hips, our dowels right at our thighs. We're gonna come up as far as we can and go back down. Let's say you have a little bit of a rotator cuff problem, a little bit of a shoulder issue. You might only be able to come to here. That's okay. You go pain-free range of motion. We're going to do 5. Let's say we've done our 5. Then we're going to bring the arms behind our hips, the dowels behind our hips. And once again, pain-free range of motion. I'm going to lift up behind. I keep my shoulders relaxed and I lift up behind. Then I grab my dowel overhand in my top arm, go behind my back, underhand my back arm, and I do a back scratcher, and I want to pull on that arm down and then pull on that arm going up 5 times, and then I switch it around, overhand on the top, underhand on the bottom, and I do the same back scratcher. And we're simply moving our shoulder bones in their sockets through a range of motion, trying to draw some fluid into that joint to get it ready for exercise, or if nothing else, just to be more mobile. Now I'm going to stop the video for a second and reposition myself, and I'm going to show you some ground-based exercises for upper body and rib cage mobility. All right, so I've got myself down onto the ground for a couple of my ground-based upper body mobility exercises. The first one might look a little like yoga if you've seen yoga before. In fact, they are yoga moves. You're going to take yourself into hands and knees position. Put those feet together, knees a little wider, and I want you to sit back, heels to the buns if you can, or buns to the heels, I guess it would be. And then reach those arms out as far as you can. Relax for a moment. You're getting a nice stretch in through that back, which is going to give the shoulder some mobility. You're getting a nice stretch through the low back here. Now what we're going to do is work on getting a little mobility in our spine in a rotation. We're going to thread the needle, if you will, and rotate and try to sit on that left shoulder. We're going to hold that for a few seconds, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Good. Now I want you to come onto your back, still working on rotational mobility. We're going to come onto our back. We're going to bring our knees together, drop the knees to our side, and I want you to make sure when I do this, you may not be able to see it on the video, but one knee is behind the other. I'm going to rotate my hip forward until both knees are on top of each other. I'm going to start here with my palms together, keeping my knees together here. I'm going to slide my arm across my chest, look at the ceiling and see how far back I can get my arm. Yours might be up here, might be here, maybe on the ground. Mine's kind of in between up here and on the ground. Okay, but notice I'm trying really hard to keep those knees together. I don't want to slide this way. So I'm trying to force that rotation in my spine. So we call this telescoping arms. I'd like you to do 5 to 10 on each side. Between our standing exercises and our exercises at the wall with the dowel and then down here on the ground, that should give you a good start toward upper body mobility. Check back at the lifeSport Fitness YouTube channel for my lower body mobility next time. Thanks for watching.